Hi, my name is Travis, and this is going to be the most complete step-by-step Amazon FBA tutorial on the entire internet. We're going to go from A to Z, and I'm going to show you everything you need to know in order to have success and make money by selling products on Amazon. And I'm not going to be selling you anything in this video. There's no $1,000 course pitch at the end of this video. You don't need to spend any money in order to learn how to sell on Amazon. You can learn everything that you need to learn right here in this one video. And Amazon is very much alive and well in 2025. I get a lot of people coming to me and asking me, is it too late to sell on Amazon? Can I still make money with Amazon FBA in 2025? And the answer is 100% yes. I'm still actively selling on Amazon. I have one business that in the last 30 days did over $100,000 in revenue. Now that is revenue, it's not profit. I'll be talking throughout this video about all the costs that I had with that Amazon business, but that business has done over $50,000 in profit in just the last 30 days. So you still absolutely can make money with Amazon FBA in 2025. And this video right here will teach you everything you need to know in order to do that. And I recommend, if this is your first time watching this video, to watch it all the way through, all the way till the end. I purposely made this video so that any questions you might have at the beginning will be answered by the end. However, that being said, I recommend coming back a second time, rewatching this video, and the second time that you come and watch this video, take out a pencil, take out a pen, and take notes. And throughout this video, if you do have any questions, feel free to leave a comment down below. I will answer every single one of your questions. I know that selling on Amazon or starting a new online business can seem like a real daunting task. It can seem really hard, and I know you might have specific questions, and I really do think that I'll be able to answer all the questions in this video. But if for any reason you watch this entire video and you still have questions, just leave it in the comments down below. And I want to be clear with you, I personally have made over $7 million selling on Amazon. And I don't say that to brag, I'm just showing you what is possible. But I also want to be clear that Amazon FBA, selling on Amazon, is not a get-rich-quick scheme. I've been selling on Amazon for over 8 years. And I actually had a full-time corporate job that I quit to become a full-time entrepreneur. Now, I don't recommend that for most people. I don't recommend that for you at home. Amazon FBA and selling on Amazon is something that you can do on the side while you have a job. Now, if you do save up some money and you do want to quit and you want to dive full force into making money online, I do think that selling on Amazon is one of the most profitable ways to do it, but you don't need to quit your job in order to make money selling on Amazon. In fact, one of the people that I've taught this method to before, his name was Brent. He had a full-time job as a first responder helicopter pilot, also had 2 beautiful kids that he was raising. And at the same time, while he had the full-time job and raising 2 kids, he was able to start this Amazon business that last year alone made him over $1 million in revenue, which is around $300,000 in profit. He made more from his Amazon business than he did from his full-time job. And that is what's possible for you. And in this video, you're going to learn a lot of different things about Amazon. We'll probably talk about what is Amazon FBA. We'll talk about all the details, how it works, all the secrets and things that I've found in the last 10 years of selling on Amazon that a lot of people may not know about. After that, I'm going to show you some tools for finding products to sell on Amazon. Specifically, one tool that is my magic bullet. This is my secret weapon where I've gone to over and over again to find profitable products. In fact, that business I talked about earlier that made me 6 figures in the last 30 days, I found that product using this tool that I'll be revealing to you later in this video. And we're going to be talking about how to find products that have high search volume on Amazon. A lot of people are looking to buy them, but there's low competition. Once we've found our product, I'm going to go in detail and share with you how you can source these products, how you can find manufacturers or suppliers that can provide you with the products that you're going to sell on Amazon. Because one of the ways that Amazon works, a big principle if you want to make money selling products on Amazon, is you need to learn how to buy products at a cheap price and sell them for a more expensive price. Really, that's how easy Amazon is. And in order to do that, you need to find suppliers or manufacturers that can offer products at a cheap price. And this can be very simple. You can even go to websites like Walmart.com to find products at a discount and flip them on Amazon. And I'll be sharing all the different ways that you can make money selling on Amazon. And there's really two main ways that you can do it, and I'll share what those are later. And I know that this entire process, if you're new, it might sound scary. It might sound scary to find a supplier or a manufacturer, but I'm going to break it down and make it all very, very simple for you. You're not the first person that's tried to start an Amazon business. There are rules and there are principles that I can share with you that'll make this entire process very easy. Let's start off first by understanding what Amazon FBA is. And Amazon FBA is a way where you can sell products on Amazon's website. Amazon is a $2 trillion company, and they have a website where people go to buy products. And what a lot of people don't realize is you can sell products on Amazon's website. Amazon has over 300 million Prime customers worldwide. That is 300 million people that pay Amazon every year to have a Prime membership. In the United States alone, that number is 170 million people. Last year, it was 160 million. The year before that was 150 million. This number is growing every year. Every year, Amazon is getting more and more customers going to their website. In fact, Amazon gets 2.4 billion page visits per month. That means that people are going to Amazon's website 2.4 billion times every single month. And last year alone, there was $600 billion spent on Amazon's website. And what a lot of people don't realize is that 2/3 of all the sales that happen on Amazon are third-party sellers selling their products. And a third-party seller is someone like you or me selling our product. A lot of people think that all the products being sold on Amazon is by Amazon themselves, or maybe it's giant companies like Nike or these kind of huge companies, and it's not true. 2/3 of all the sales happening on Amazon are by third-party sellers. And in the United States alone, there is around 400,000 sellers that have made at least $100,000. So this is one of the best ways, if not the best way, to make passive income online. And I say passive income because when you sell on Amazon using the FBA model, which stands for Fulfilled by Amazon, Amazon does a lot of the hard work for you. FBA, Fulfilled by Amazon, means basically that you send the products that you want to sell on Amazon's website into an Amazon warehouse. And Amazon has warehouses all around the country. I'll talk later in this video about how you do that. Every time you get a sale of your product, Amazon will pick, pack, and ship your product out to the customer, which means you don't really need to do a lot of work to keep your business running because Amazon has that 170 million Prime customers in the United States going to their website every day looking to buy products. And when you get a sale, Amazon will handle the fulfillment for you. If you start your Amazon business properly, it's not going to take a lot of work to maintain. Again, I'm not saying that this is a get-rich-quick thing. You're not going to become a millionaire overnight. It does take some hard work, finding the right products to sell, branding your products, creating the listing, finding a manufacturer. But in this video, I'm going to share with you how to do all of that. And there are two main ways that people make money by selling products on Amazon. Two different types of products that you can sell. The first type, and probably the easiest type to start with, is you can sell a product that already exists, where you buy a product at a discount and flip it on Amazon for a higher price. For instance, on Walmart.com, I found this mixer is being sold for $99. The exact same product is being sold on Amazon.com for $274.99. So all you would have to do is buy this product on Walmart.com for that discounted rate and flip it on Amazon for a higher price. And I'm going to show you step by step how you can find products just like this one on Walmart, products that are on a deep discount where you can buy them and flip it on Amazon to make some easy money in just a minute. But the other way that you can sell products on Amazon, the other type of product that you can sell, is you can create a product that does not yet exist. And this is what I actually do. This is how I was able to create a business that did over $100,000 in the last 30 days. This is where the money is. The first way I talked about is an easy way to get started, but the second way, if you want to make a lot of money, is what you should do. And I'm going to show you in depth how to create your own product a little later in this video, but first it's helpful to understand the basic mechanics of Amazon. And I'm going to show you first the easy way to get started. And this first way is called retail arbitrage, and it's probably the easiest way to test the waters, to dip your toe into the water and start selling on Amazon if you've never done it before. So let me show you how to find a product on Walmart.com at a discount that you can flip on Amazon. So we're going to go to Walmart.com and then we're going to select departments and then sports and outdoors. And I'm going to filter all these products for products that are being sold at above $100. And the reason I do that is if a product's being sold for more than $100, oftentimes there is a bigger profit margin when you flip that product onto Amazon. And I can see here there's an Ozark camping tent that's being sold for $134. That same exact product is being sold on Amazon for $199. Now, that sounds like a no-brainer. It sounds like you're going to make a bunch of money selling this product. However, keep in mind that there are fees when selling on Amazon, and that's not enough of a profit margin. I try to at least go for double whenever possible. So another product I found here is a 16-person tent that's being sold for $206. And then on Amazon, it's being sold for $395. Now, this is probably, it's not exactly double, but it's probably enough. There's $200 in profit to be made here. Once we subtract out all the fees and everything, you're still gonna have a profit. So that's a little bit better, but let's see if we can find an even better product. And this next product is a 10-person tent that's being sold for $114 on Walmart, and the exact same product is being sold on Amazon for $250. So that's a lot of profit margin. That means it's being sold on Amazon for over double the price. So this is a good opportunity to make some money. Now, the pro with this way of selling on Amazon is it's very easy. It's a low cost. You literally could just buy one of these tents, one of these products, flip it on Amazon, make some money, then next time go and buy 2 of the tents, 4 of the tents, and you could keep scaling up. Now, the con with this retail arbitrage is you're constantly on the hunt to go find new products. So another way that you can sell products that already exist is by doing what's called wholesale, where you buy products at a wholesale discount. And one of the websites where you can do this is called globalsources.com. And we can see that this aromatherapy diffuser is being sold on globalsources.com for $18.50. And when you buy products with a wholesale discount, you're gonna have to buy them in bulk. So it takes a little bit more money to get started. Oftentimes there's a minimum. The minimum could be as low as 6, but it could be higher, like 24 or even 50, 100. And so with this product, it's being sold for $18.50, and the exact same product is being sold on Amazon for $60. Now, the good thing about doing wholesale is you're not gonna have to constantly go and hunt and find new products. Now, the big con with wholesale and retail arbitrage is if it's easy for you to find a product, then it's going to be easy for other people to find a product, which means there's going to be a lot of competition. Which leads me to the second way to sell on Amazon, and what I think is the much better way. And let me give you an example of someone that created their own unique product and is making a ton of money. This bracelet and bead set right here is making $470,000 every single month on Amazon. That's $470,000 per month. Now again, that's revenue, it's not profit, but they're probably doing 20, 30% profit margins, which means they're making hundreds of thousands of dollars per month, millions of dollars per year. And the way they were able to do this was they created their own unique product. And I'll be talking about throughout the rest of this tutorial how you can do this. Now, the way that I know how much money this product is making, and here's a little secret, you can actually find out how much any product on Amazon is making. All you have to do is go to the product page on Amazon that you want to find out how much it's making, scroll down to the best-selling rank number, copy that and paste it into the Jungle Scout free sales estimator. Then you're going to select the marketplace and what category this product is in. You can get all that information from the listing page on Amazon. And then we can see that this product is doing over 53,000 units of sales per month. That's how many units are being sold. So what we'll do next is we'll multiply that number by the price, and this product is being sold on Amazon for $8.99. And when we multiply those two numbers, we can see that this product is making in revenue over $470,000 per month. Now, here is where things get really interesting and where you're going to want to pay attention. This product is being sold on Alibaba.com for $2. Even though it's being sold on Amazon for $8.99, it's being sold on Alibaba.com for $2. And the way that they were able to mark up the price so much is by creating their own private label, creating their own branding, their own logo, and putting it on this packaging. Now, I do want to be clear with you, in order to have success on Amazon in 2025, you can't just go to Alibaba.com, find some junk product, slap your brand on it, and sell it on Amazon. There are some secrets to still making this work in 2025. I call this niche branding or creating your own passion product, and I'll be talking about that throughout this video. But the long story short is we want to find a product that we can somehow improve, and one of the ways that we can improve it is by niching it down. Basically, instead of selling a product to everyone, creating a brand that is specific for a small category of people. And I'll explain in depth what I mean by this. And this is actually what I did for my product that did over $100,000 in the last 30 days. It's an electrolyte powder, but I didn't just sell a generic electrolyte powder to everyone. What I did is I branded it and niched it down specifically so it would be targeting people that are on the carnivore diet. On the carnivore diet, one of the things that you want to do is you want to supplement with electrolytes. I knew that, so I created a product that was perfect for people on the carnivore diet. Now, the ways that I did that, I'll be talking about later in this video, but a big part of it is I created a brand, a logo, and a product design that when people are searching on Amazon, they'll see it if they're on the carnivore diet and they'll want to buy this product. And this is one of the most important principles about how to make money by selling products on Amazon. You need to understand that Amazon is a search engine. People go to Amazon to search for things that they want to buy. And if when someone goes to Amazon and searches for whatever they're looking to buy, your product shows up at the top of the search results and is a good match for what they're searching for, they're going to buy your product. And at this point, you might be wondering, how do I find a product to sell that people are searching for, that people want to buy? And this is where my favorite tool, a magic tool that I use to find products to sell on Amazon, comes in. This tool is called Helium 10, and I have the hookup with Helium 10. You can actually get a free version of Helium 10. There's a link down below in the description. Click on that link and you can sign up for a free version. Now, in order to unlock all the features, you are going to have to upgrade your plan. And I do have coupon codes, I have discount links. I actually negotiated with Helium 10. I told them, I'm going to be making this video. Give me the best deal you can on Helium 10 because this video is going to be shown to hopefully hundreds of thousands of people. And to make sure that this video is shown to as many people as possible, if you haven't yet, please hit that like button. So let me show you how this magic tool works and how it can help you to find products to sell on Amazon. But before I do that, let's talk about what the criteria I look for when I'm looking for a product to sell on Amazon. Like, what am I looking for? And there are some parameters, some things that you should consider when you're trying to find a product to sell on Amazon. The first one is you want to sell a product that's between $15 and $85. That is the sweet spot. You don't want to sell a product for under $15 because it's very hard to make a profit if you're only charging, $14. Because keep in mind, there are all those Amazon fees that we'll be talking about throughout this video. And in order to actually be profitable, you probably need to sell your product for more than $15. On the other hand, though, you don't usually want to sell a product for more than $85 because if a product is being sold for over $85, oftentimes It's not an impulse buy. People are going to want to do a lot of research, which is going to be more work for you. When selling on Amazon, I like to sell products that are an impulse buy. Carnivore electrolytes, we're currently selling it for $37.99. It's in that perfect sweet spot. The next thing that you want to consider is you want to sell a product that's going to weigh under 1 pound. If it weighs over a pound, it's going to cost more money in shipping, which means higher FBA fees for you. Now, this isn't a hard and fast rules. In fact, none of these rules are followed 100% of the time. I've had students that sell products for under $15 that have success. Like Troy, he sold his tennis grips for I think around like $8 or $9. And then I had another student, Brent, actually sold his product SearPro for $99, did $1 million last year. But in general, if you want to practice best principles, you want to sell a product between $15 and $85 and a product that's under a pound, so it'll be cheaper to ship. You also want to look for products that are easy to ship, meaning that they're not going to break during shipping. Remember, with Amazon FBA, all the products that you sell are being sent in the mail. You don't want to sell something that's easily going to break. So now let me show you this tool, Helium 10, how to use it and how you can use it to find products that are going to be extremely profitable. So the first thing you'll do is click on that link down below, sign up for Helium 10, and if you want to upgrade and get all the features, you can use my coupon codes. But then from there, we're going to click on Tools, and we're going to click on this black box tool. And this tool will show you all the products being sold on Amazon, but you can filter those products down so it only shows you the products that are relevant to you. So we're going to put price, minimum $15, maximum $85, like I mentioned earlier. For weight, we're going to put max 1 pound. The next thing we're going to think about is how much money do we want to make? And I generally recommend for your first product to shoot for a revenue of around $10,000 to $80,000. Chances are your first product isn't going to be making you more than $80,000 per month. I'm not saying it's impossible, but just to make this relevant, let's go around $10,000 to $80,000. And now when people buy things on Amazon, they give it a rating. And if a product is making between $10,000 and $80,000, but it has a 3-star or lower rating, that means that there is a huge opportunity for you to go in and make an improved version of this product. That means that people are spending tens of thousands of dollars a month on a product that's not even that great. Meaning if you made a better product, you would actually make a lot more money. So the next thing to consider when selling on Amazon is what type of product do you want to sell? What category do you want to sell in? And we click here and this will show us all the different categories. And I usually recommend for a first-time Amazon seller to sell something in very specific categories. Baby products is always a good one because people are always looking to buy products for their baby and they're very price insensitive. You will spend as much money as it takes to give your baby a good product, to make them feel good. So whatever money you need to spend on your baby, you'll do it. So I like to sell in that category. Beauty and personal care, another great one. There's really high profit margins here. I also like to do grocery and gourmet food. This is another thing that I personally look for when I'm selling a product is it consumable? Are people going to eat it or use it and have to reorder again and again? And obviously carnivore electrolytes, once people are done consuming it, they're going to have to go and order it again and again and again. Some of the other products I've sold in the past, berberine tea and performance nut butter, which was my first ever Amazon product. This product did over $1 million in sales. It's done over $400,000 in profit. I ended up selling my business, Performance Nut Butter, for a deal that I thought, at least at the time, was worth $1 million. And that was in the grocery and gourmet category. So this is one of my favorite categories. You can also do health and households. A lot of supplements are in the health and household category. Home and kitchen is good. I also like kitchen and dining, office products, patio, lawn, and garden supplies. Pet supplies is another one of those categories that I think is amazing. Especially right now, a lot of millennials don't have kids. What they have instead is they have pets and they treat their pets like it's their kid. They're very price insensitive. Sports and outdoors is good. Toys and games also very good. So once we've selected all those categories, we're going to hit down below here, search. And this is going to show us all the products on Amazon that match our criteria. Products that are making over $10,000 per month that have a 3-star rating or less. And so we have storage here. We have some NFL football wall art. I try to avoid anything related to the NFL because a lot of times you need to get permission in order to sell that. Same thing with Bluey's sheet set, that you need to do licensing for that. So I try not to do anything like that. And all the way on page 3, I found this product right here. It's making $10,000 per month. It's got a 2-star rating, and let's click on this. This has over 120 reviews, 2 stars. It's a mold cleaning spray, but they spell mold wrong. And what we can do is we can look at the 1-star reviews and see, why are people complaining about this product? Basically, it doesn't work. Tiny bottles, barely any product, used 4 sprays, barely cleaned anything. And we can see here that if we made a better product, there's a potential to make a lot of profit. Now, the other tool that you can use with Helium 10 that I think is even better than the black box tool is the magnet tool. And the magnet tool will show you how many times per month people are searching for different phrases on Amazon. And that's actually how I found carnivore electrolytes. I was experimenting with the carnivore diet. So I put carnivore diet into this magnet tool, and it told me that around 10,000 people per month were searching for carnivore diet on Amazon. Then if you scroll down, it'll give you related search phrases, related things that people are searching for on Amazon. And you can sort this by the magnet IQ. This is basically how good of an opportunity does Helium 10 think that these different search phrases are in order for you to create a product and sell them on Amazon. I sorted by that, and then on page 3, I found carnivore electrolytes. I found that around 2,000 people per month were searching for carnivore electrolytes in Amazon. And when I went to Amazon and I searched carnivore electrolytes, there was no product that yet existed. So I had a light bulb moment, and I realized that if I created this product, there'd be 2,000 people a month that wanted to buy this product. And that is exactly what I did. And I'm going to walk you through step by step how, once you get an idea, how you can turn that into an actual business. Now, this is a very condensed down version of how to do product research, how to find a product to sell on Amazon. I'm going to give you a free 10-hour step-by-step Amazon course. There's a link to that down below in the description. And at the end of the video, this is a free YouTube video. There's no catch. You don't even have to put your email in order to watch that. And in that free 10-hour YouTube video, I go into much more depth about how to do product research. I give a lot more examples. But once you have an idea for a product, the next step is to find a supplier or a manufacturer. And there are a couple different ways to do this. There's Alibaba, Thomasnet, Google. The most popular way, the most common way that people find manufacturers for products is using a website called Alibaba.com. Alibaba.com is massive. It is the #1 company for finding manufacturers or suppliers overseas in places like China. In fact, we use this to find a manufacturer for one of the products that I'm selling called cocktail cards. And this product, I actually partnered with a student of mine, someone that I was teaching how to sell on Amazon. His name is AJ. He lost his job during the pandemic. He was an out-of-work bartender. He needed a way to pay the bills. He came to me, he said, hey, I want to learn how to sell on Amazon. And I told him, let's partner on a product. And so I had this idea for cocktail cards, and I actually found the idea of cocktail cards using the magnet tool that we were talking about earlier, the Helium 10 magnet tool. We went to Alibaba.com to find a manufacturer for this product. And what cocktail cards is it's a set of 100 flashcards that will teach you how to create cocktails. If you want to become a bartender, it's bartender flashcards basically. What I did instead, and this is what I recommend you do when you're first starting out, is I talked to other Amazon sellers I know, specifically actually students of mine. I've had a student that launched an electrolyte powder before, and I've had a student that's launched a tea product before, and I asked them, who did you use for manufacturing of your product? And I actually have a list of all the manufacturers that I've worked with and that my students have worked with. And that's something that I talk about in the 10-hour course that I'll link down below. If you want to get my list of all my verified manufacturers, you can click on the link down below. But this is actually where we're going to reveal one of the first costs I had in the last 30 days on Amazon. And that's that I've sold in the last 30 days 3,300 units of my product Carnivore Electrolytes. Now, obviously, I had to pay for that product cost, And so I spent $23,000 in the last 30 days selling this product on Amazon. And throughout this video, I'll be revealing the rest of the costs I had when selling this product on Amazon as well. But keep in mind that if you want to get this number lowered, the higher volume you purchase, the lower your cost per unit is. Now, when I first started selling on Amazon, I wasn't spending $23,000 per month on product costs. Obviously, I've ramped up my business to the point where that's not a big deal to me. And again, this business is making $50,000 profit per month. So even though there's a cost of $23,000 in product costs, it doesn't really matter because I'm still making a profit. Now, the next step for selling on Amazon, and a step I recommend you do today, right now, is to sign up for an Amazon seller account. And you can go to sell.amazon.com and you can see right here that you can click on the sign up button to sign up. Now, warning, there are two different types of accounts that you can sign up for in order to sell on Amazon. There is the professional account, which is the account that's right here, and that's gonna cost you $39.99 a month. Now, you'll pay that $39.99 for the first month and you won't have to pay it again until you actually start selling. So don't worry, that's why I recommend you sign up now, is because it's a one-time fee in the beginning and you won't have to pay it again until you actually start selling. But it's a smart idea to sign up for your Amazon seller account ahead of time before you actually need to use it. That way, when it's time for you to actually start selling your product, you don't have to wait, because sometimes there's a delay between signing up for your account and actually getting approved. However, if you don't want to pay the $39.99 a month, here's a hack. You can actually get an Amazon seller account for free. All you have to do is scroll down to the bottom and click sign up as an individual seller. And this is free. It's free to be an individual seller. Now, there is a catch. The catch is you're going to have to pay an additional 99 cents for every unit you sell if you're an individual seller, which means that if you're planning on selling 40 units of your product or more per month, it's better to sign up for the professional selling account. Plus, with the professional selling account, there is a bunch of benefits and features. So I personally always recommend to my students to sign up for the professional selling account. And there are some things that you're going to need when signing up for your selling account with Amazon. The first thing is you're going to need a valid government ID. Then you're going to need recent bank account or credit card statement, a chargeable credit card or debit card, as well as a mobile phone. You're then going to go through and fill out all the information, including your business location, which for me is the United States, as well as what type of business you have. And for me, it's a privately owned business. Then you're going to fill out your business name, as well as your company registration number, which is your EIN number, which stands for Employer Identification Number. This is free to get. There's a link down below. Go to irs.gov and there's a quick form that you need to fill out. And the EIN number is basically just a number so that the government knows that you're running a business. It takes around 15 minutes to get your EIN. All you have to do is fill out that quick form at the link down below. You'll then put your business address, which can be your home address, as well as your contact info and what nationality you are, where your citizenship is, as well as a proof of identity, meaning that you have to upload either an ID or a passport, and you'll click on next. From there, you're going to put in your bank information, including the name of the bank, the routing number, and the account number. And this is the bank account where Amazon's going to send you money. If you want to get paid with Amazon, then just put what bank account you want that money to go into. From there, you'll click on continue and you'll put in your credit card info as well as the name of your store. And the last step, like I said, is to upload the photos of your passport or driver's license. Once you have your Amazon account, the next step is to create a listing on Amazon for your product. So we've already found an idea, then we found a manufacturer, so we're ready to produce the product that we're going to be selling. And we have our Amazon seller account. Now we're creating our listing. And to create the listing, which is basically just the page on Amazon where your product is being sold, you're going to click on these three lines right here, go to catalog, and then click on add products. If you're selling a product on Amazon that already exists, for instance, when I showed you earlier how you could find a tent that's being sold on Walmart and flip it on Amazon, all you'd have to do if you're selling an existing product like that tent is search for it. You would type in 10-person tent or whatever the keywords are, find that product, click that you're going to sell this version, And then from there, you're just gonna have to say what the price is that you want and how many units of the product that you have. However, if you're really looking to make a lot of money and you're looking to actually create your own unique product and sell it on Amazon, instead of searching for that, you're gonna click on blank form. And blank form just means that you're creating a brand new listing, a brand new product listing on Amazon. And the first thing that you're gonna have to put in is the item's name. And this is gonna be the title. This is the title that shows up on the Amazon search results and on your Amazon products listing page. You want whatever you think people are gonna be searching for in Amazon, you want those words to show up in your title. For instance, with carnivore electrolytes, I made sure that the words carnivore and electrolytes were in the title. I also put meat-based because a lot of people will say meat-based diet. I put unflavored, zero sugar, all those kind of things that I know people would be searching for in order to find my product. I put it in the title. Next up is category. And Amazon suggests which category your product should be in. And oftentimes you can just select yes to whatever category they say that your product should be in. However, what I recommend doing oftentimes is looking at your competitors and looking at other similar products and seeing what category they're being sold in. This isn't really going to make or break your product. It's worth spending a little bit of time figuring this out, but I talk about this in depth in the free 10-hour Amazon course that I have in the link down below, but I wouldn't worry too much about this. Next up is variations. Is your product gonna have variation? Will there be different colors or different flavors? That's what they mean. Like for instance, with carnivore electrolytes, we started out with unflavored and then we created a variation of lemon flavor. And we may create more variations down the road. For this example, we don't have any variations, so we're not gonna mess around with that. Next up is brand name. And for the brand name, you're gonna put in here whatever the name of your brand is. And this can be kind of whatever you want. After that, we're gonna select what the external product ID is. And oftentimes you're gonna wanna use a UPC code for your external product ID. Every product being sold on Amazon needs some kind of external product ID. It needs a UPC code in this case. And UPC stands for Universal Product Code. This is the barcode that they scan at checkout at Walmart, at Target. Every product that's being sold has a UPC code. In order for Amazon to know that you're selling a legitimate product, you need to get a UPC code. You can go to gs1.org. It's $30. It's very easy to get a UPC code. After that, you're gonna fill out your description as well as the bullet points. What do you want the bullet points to be? And again, here with the bullet points, you're gonna wanna make sure you include things that people might be searching for in order to find your product. And I recommend with the bullet points to include the benefits of your product, why someone should buy your product versus the competitors. After that, you're gonna select what you want your main image to be, and you're gonna upload your main image as well as all the other side images. And the main image is maybe the most important part of your entire product listing. This is an opportunity for you to capture people's attention because when people are searching on Amazon for a product they wanna buy, the first thing that they're gonna see is that main image. And the way to make your main image stand out is to, one, make it your product as big as possible, as well as you want it to look different than all your competitors. For instance, with carnivore electrolytes, I saw that a lot of my competitors had white and blue and green colors in their packaging. So I made my product black with red letters that said carnivore electrolytes on it. It really popped, it really stood out. Now, all the other side images, when people click on your Amazon listing, all those side images, you want to show the benefits of your product. So you want to show your product from different angles. Remember, when someone's buying something online, they can't pick it up. They can't hold it in their hand. You want to show them that this is a real product and answer any questions that they might have. The next step in creating your listing on Amazon is to select your price. And I'm going to tell you from experience, you can probably charge more money for your product than you think. When we first launched carnivore electrolytes, we were selling it for $24.99. That we buy this product for around $7 per unit and we're charging $24.99 seems fair. But one day I started running out of inventory. In order to slow down sales, I increased the price to $29.99. Sales stayed the same, but my profit margin went up. So I increased the price even higher to $34.99. Sales stayed the same, but my profit margin went up even higher. And recently, in the last couple days, we're starting to run out of inventory again because sales have been going crazy. So we raised the price to $37.99 and it doesn't matter. sales are still going strong. And this is a big principle when selling products on Amazon. People are not as price sensitive as you think, especially if you follow my method of creating a passion product or niche branding. Meaning when you make a product that's perfect for someone, they're willing to spend an extra few dollars to get the perfect product instead of the junk competitor product. So after you've created your Amazon listing, it's time to get your products that you've manufactured from the manufacturer shipped into the Amazon warehouse. And if you get your product manufactured overseas in a place like China, you have two options of getting it shipped into the Amazon FBA warehouse. The first is to do air. You get your products flown in a plane. This is going to be a lot more expensive, but it's a lot faster. It's only going to take like 4 or 5 days to get your product if it's shipped via air from your manufacturer into the Amazon warehouse. However, if you want to save some money, you can ship your product via sea, which is going to take 4 to 6 weeks, but it's going to be a lot more affordable. And getting your product from your manufacturer into the warehouse is very easy to do. Oftentimes your manufacturer can help you with it. But sometimes what people want to do is get the product shipped to their house first and then ship the products into the Amazon warehouse. And the benefit of this is you can inspect the inventory. However, you don't need to inspect the inventory yourself. You can hire people in China that will inspect the inventory for you. It costs around $100. It's very affordable. However, if you do have the products that you want to sell on Amazon in your physical possession, the way that you get them shipped into Amazon is you're gonna go into Manage Inventory, find the product that you want to get shipped into the Amazon warehouse, click on the drop down next to Edit, and click on Send/Replenish Inventory. From there, you'll give Amazon the dimensions and how many units you're looking to get sent in, and they will give you a label to give to your manufacturer or for you to put on the box of the product that you want to ship in. And you're just going to put it on the different sides of your box. And you can drop this box off at a UPS store, or you can even ask UPS to come pick it up for you. There is a lot more information on how to get your product shipped into the Amazon warehouse that I talk about in my free 10-hour course as well. But once you've done all this work, the last step is to launch your product on Amazon. And here's the secret. You want to get as many sales as possible from day one, meaning the first day that you have your product for sale on Amazon, your goal is to get as many sales as possible. And there's a lot of different ways to do that. You can use social media. You can ask friends and family, though you have to be careful with this one. And technically this is against the rules, but as long as you get friends or family that have never shared a Wi-Fi with you, meaning that if you've logged into your Amazon Seller Central account and they've also logged into their buying account on the same Wi-Fi, that sometimes can be a red flag. Though I know a lot of people that have had friends and family buy their products and had no issues. You can go to the gym or your office and you basically ask them to buy the product in exchange for a 5-star review. They can keep the product for free. And when Amazon sees that you're getting a ton of sales, it's going to put you and your product higher up in the search results, which is going to snowball into more and more sales. And that's how it worked with me in Carnivore Electrolytes. I got a bunch of people to buy Carnivore Electrolytes and the numbers just kept snowballing and snowballing and growing. And like I mentioned, I've done over $100,000 in sales with Carnivore Electrolytes, $23,000 in product cost, and then there was $17,000 I spent on the Amazon referral fee. And when you sell a product on Amazon, you have to pay Amazon 15% of whatever the cost of the product is. You can get that lowered down to 5% by using the brand referral program. That's something I talk about in the 10-hour course. But for most people, it's going to be around 15% that you have to give to Amazon. There's also the Amazon FBA pick and pack fee, and I spent $16,000 on that. And it costs around $4 or $5 per unit that you sell on Amazon to take advantage of the FBA program. And that's because Amazon with the FBA program is picking, packing, and shipping your product to the customer. And they're going to charge you for that because they have to pay the shipping cost. And so $4 or $5 per unit is very reasonable. The other option when selling on Amazon is you can do FBM, which stands for Fulfilled by Merchant. This is where you list a product on Amazon, and when you get an order, you have to actually package it into a box and ship it, take it to the post office, pay for shipping, ship it yourself. And I don't recommend this. A lot of beginners try to do this method, but you're not going to make as much money with this because when you do FBA, it makes it so your products are Prime eligible, meaning that people go to Amazon and they know that if they buy your product, they can get it within 2 days. And Amazon tends to promote Prime products higher on the search results because they know people prefer to buy Prime products. And I've tested this out. I've tried selling products FBM and then I switched them over to FBA. And my sales, when I was selling a product that was Prime eligible using FBA, 5x'd. I did 5 times as many sales, and it was a lot less work for me. So I always recommend, if you're gonna be selling on Amazon, to take advantage of the FBA model. And if you're looking for more in-depth information on how to sell on Amazon, here is a free 10-hour step-by-step course. This is the most in-depth, step-by-step free course that you will ever find. I go into so much more information in that video. Click on that video, bookmark it, and I'll see you in the next video. So thanks for watching. Click on that video. I'll see you in the next video. Thanks again, guys.